Another issue in contraception is that it brings bad consequences, such as contraception carries health risk. The contraceptive culture is dangerous. Contraception prevents potential human beings being conceived. And another moral issue is that contraception prevents people who might benefit humanity from being born. Contraception can be used as a eugenic tool. Contraception is often misused in mass population control programs in a racist way. Mass population control programs can be a form of cultural imperialism or a misuse of power. And also another bad consequence is may lead to depopulation. And during the 1800s to 1900s, this was a real fear use of contraception. Another moral issue in contraception is that it leads to immoral behavior. It leads to immoral behavior because it make contraception makes it easier for people to have sex outside marriage. That's why many infidelity towards family happen. Leads to widespread sexual immorality. And also, it is an immoral behavior because it allows people to have sex purely for enjoyment, even in married people. Some of the moral issues and the debating issues that can be tackled why family planning is not a good option. But we are going to present to you a case study about family.
Our case study is from the Christian Connection for International Health. Reverend Charles Orongo and his wife Edith are happy to tell couples in their congregation how they use contraception to space their 4 children. The Reverend and Archdeacon on Kyondo Anglican Church of Uganda in southern Uganda sees a clear connection between the church rule in the spiritual matter and health issues, like healthy timing and spacing of children. The church operates a health center that offers family planning care along with the health services. The church provides family planning because we think about the spiritual health and the health of the body, explained by Reverend Irongo. They both are important to take care of the whole person. Women in Uganda suffer a high maternal mortality rate of 343 deaths per 100,000 live births, which is one of the highest rates in the world. Timing and spacing pregnancies for when they are healthiest for the mothers is one of the most important ways to protect the maternal health. Religious leaders are uniquely positioned to influence behavior and change harmful attitudes, prohibiting family planning. There are some of the most important and respected opinion leaders in Uganda communities. That because religious leaders provide food for our soul, that makes me believe that all they are saying is a gospel of truth, said Tessa, a family planning client at the Kiando Health Center. That when they share with me about their family planning, I found it easy to accept their advice. Tessa has 3 children and would like to more, but she wants to make sure that she, her children, and baby are healthy with proper timing and spacing of new pregnancy. Lesson learned according to the case study that we tackled is that religious leaders or we healthcare workers is a powerful family planning educator. When equipped with accurate information in a format and language communities can understand. Religious leaders or healthcare workers are able to change behavior and significantly increase the family planning uptake. There are also ethical principles that corresponds to our case study. First principle is the principle of informed consent. It is a healthcare worker should always inform consciousness and awareness of the person or client who has the right to know his or her condition, including the disclosure information or proclamation of benefits. It is the right of the patient to know the disadvantages and advantages of family planning and also the contraceptive methods. Second is the principle of autonomy. The principle of autonomy enable the individual to preserve dignity of others and value their independence. The principle of autonomy gives the patient or the woman or the couples to decide when or how many children they want to have. Second, they have the power to act upon their decision. Third is the respect for the individual autonomy of others and respect for the autonomy of the practitioners and patients, that this will be professionalize the medical practice.
So the principle of justice treats others fairly and distributes the profits the society in the way that it is acceptable in society. So under principle of justice, it involves the right to respect. For example, in some religious ministries, contraceptives are not acceptable, while on others, contraceptive for them is like their norm already. So to be equal, we should treat everyone with respect, regardless of their beliefs, or on how do they deal with contraceptives. So next is the principle of beneficence, that the individual should make determined effort to be useful to others, and also the principle of non-maleficence, the individual should avoid causing damage or harming to others. So both of these should exhibit a good outcome or product. So for example, um, if you are married, and daw hindi pa wala ready kamo magka-child, so using a contraceptive is one of your options. Para nga hindi ka mo para nga ang inyo na the result would be equal sa both parties. And also, beneficence and non-maleficence could be applied to prevention of unwanted pregnancy. So again, our stand is affirmative. We agreed to family planning. So to support our stand, we correlate our stand with utilitarianism theory, which talks about um, that utilitarianism focuses on the result or consequence of our action and treats intention as irrelevant, which means that no matter what is the reason of doing such thing, but the result is good, so we should apply it. It is acceptable and um, okay, fine with the um, fine with the people or people around us.
Yes, as long as it is for the common good. Again, for the last time, we are in favor with family planning. The main benefit is that the birth spacing of of the of the pregnancy and the population control. And though it comes with disadvantages, what's the what the main point is how you use it and what's the purpose you are using it.
So, kumbaga, ang conclusion namon is family planning is very effective yet before we enter kung gusto ta buo sang family ta. This is to ensure nga ang bata naton sa ulihi hindi man mag-suffer sa aton nga mga choices nga ginhimo sa aton nga life. Also, contraceptive for us is depende na siya kung paano ta. It depends on us on how to use it. It may be it is okay with us, but the process of using it depends on the person na lang. Like kung ihimuon niya sa bad or sa good. Kung sa bad, syempre immoral siya. Pero kung sa good, syempre acceptable siya sa kadaman.
Society. How about you? What is your stand? our presentation for today. Thank you.
Thank you.